Good afternoon, everyone. This is Tuesday, June the 18th. This is the Personnel, Public Information, Human Relations, and Housing Committee. We do have several items, and what I would like to do, if that's okay with everyone, is, because I know some of those folks have to leave, is to go ahead and we have one request for an item to be taken out of order on our agenda, because we've already at least discussed most of the other items before us. But this is Resolution 2019-17-84. It's transfers $420,000 from the Opportunity Now Fund at the Community
Foundation
of Middle Tennessee to the Career Advancement Center for youth to pay youth wages. So it's privately raised dollars that we're transferring into the budget for Opportunity Now. And so I'm one of the sponsors, so I would like to move that for discussion in the group if there is any.
Yeah, no discussion.
Just background, the total budget is $3.6 million. 2.9 is what this council approved. $700,000 because we did an earlier transfer at the end of 2018, and the money totally goes to paying young people in the summertime. So thank you all.
Okay.
I'll move it.
All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None. So that one is recommended.
Very much.
All right. Next. Next, we have Resolution 2019-17-71 adopts a new pay plan for the general employees of the Metro government, excluding employees of the Board of Health, Board of Education, and Police and Fire Departments effective July 1. We had recommended approval of this in our committee last time. There were potentially some additional discussions that were going to happen in Budget and Finance, and so we requested to be re-referred to our committee. And I am not aware of any, hang on a second, there is a proposed amendment for this one, which is the proposed amendment by Councilmember Glover, which changes the reference to the salary increase from 3% to 6% for the COLA. It's my understanding.
I'll move the bill just to get it in front of council.
Yeah, so we have a motion to move the bill. Councilmember Purdue, did you have some updates from Budget and Finance on how the amendment was? Did Budget and Finance have a recommendation that you're aware of?
Well, it was, I think it was voted down either 9-1 or 10-1, but I watched it on TV.
Mr. Chair, that was my recollection. We were there for that discussion. But I think for the purposes of moving it forward, it just needed a rec, regardless of whether there was an approval or a recommended denial. So I think it still can proceed from the Budget and Finance route if the objective is that it's in place should Mr. Glover need it. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you need it here as well, but typically in the past you just needed one committee recommendation in order for it to be considered, and it's got one. It was considered by Budget and Finance.
I mean, we can take it in front of council, you know what's going to happen, but I'll move it.
You would move for approval?
Yeah.
Okay. All in favor? All right, I will move approval. I will join the majority in moving approval of that one, although we'll have to see how discussion goes on the floor. So, 3-0. I think a lot of these are going to be very similar. The next one is 2019-17-72, adopts a new pay plan for employees of the Metro Board of Health. That one is there a motion to bring that one to the floor?
Yeah, motion, second.
Okay, and then that one also has a very similar amendment. Is there a motion on the amendment?
Move the amendment. So.
Okay, so we'll move the amendment. All in favor?
Yeah.
All right. That is recommended. Next is 1773, adopts a new pay plan for employees at the Metro Departments of Police and Fire effective July 1. This one also has a proposed amendment. Is there a motion on the bill?
Yeah.
So we have it in front of us for discussion. We do have, this one, we have a little bit of a discussion item. Is the one I think that Councilmember Murphy had requested information about. I'll go ahead and provide that to you if anyone needs it. But what it does is it provides, Director Hall, would you like to summarize for us just briefly? Or
Happy to. We talked about in this particular pay plan that we had tweaked some of the lower classifications, specifically on trainees for police and fire, and then PO1s, firefighter ones, to bump those up a bit. Council Lady Murphy had asked if we could do kind of a summarized version showing kind of a pre and post change to ensure that the folks that got hired after didn't make more than the folks that got hired before. This absolutely outlines that, and we tried to give some context around it as well, but, and this is a realistic proposal, I think, because we do have a class that started in April for both police and fire, and so it shows that they're not going to be making more than one another, and in fact, because the class ahead of them would likely meet some of the escalation points for pay sooner, everything should work out in its parity. So that was our goal, and we wanted to show that through PO2, which we haven't adjusted, but as we discussed last time, it is our goal to do a more comprehensive deep dive pay plan study this next fiscal year, and public safety would certainly be a high ticket item that we would be studying more comprehensively across all pay grades.
I feel for people.
Do the employee representatives, how do you feel about the information? Or
Do we what now?
do you have any feedback on that, the additional information that was shared? Or?
No, we don't contest the information provided.
Okay. All right, so let's get a vote on this one. All we're doing is on the proposed amendment, which is similar, changes the COLA payment from 3% to 6%. Is all in favor? Okay, I'll join the majority. All in favor? And against? Next is, I think that one is the one that we just did. Our opportunity now. I want to make sure, but 1784. That one we've already voted on, and that one was 3, 4, 0. All right, it is warm in this room. We have made it through our agenda for the committee. Are there any other items of discussion from the committee before we adjourn? All right, hearing none, is there a motion to adjourn? All right, we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.